Hello, Jai Gurudev, everyone. Few of you have sent me some questions and some need more understanding about some portion on 15th, 16th, and 17th of January, which is basically about the time. And this is a very interesting thing actually, which is started, which Rama has started talking about. So he's talked about the childhood, and then he talked about the young age, and then he came to the 15th of January, where he started saying that though everything is there, everything is in the measurement of the time, and time is the one factor which destroys everything. This is what is his next statement is about the time. Now, you need to understand how does the time factor comes into existence. The time factor comes into existence wherever you can measure something. Okay, whenever in the space, first the space comes into the existence, and in the space, whenever there is a distance between the two things, or there is a rising of something, of maintaining that particular thing for some time, and destruction of that thing, arising, staying, and going down, that coming up, staying for some time, and going down is happening in this world, or there is a distance between the two objects, then the time factor came into the existence. So this time factor is actually the physical time factor we are talking about the physical space. All right, and then if you understand this and if you read this, then it will make more sense that in this time factor, where the time is continuously going on, everything is coming into this existence, everything is staying for some time, and everything is going down, but the time is continuously going on. In this, the creator of this universe also has come, the maintainer of this universe, Vishnu, is also has come, and everything is come. The lion, he has given the example of the lifespan of elephant and lion. Everything has come into the existence, and everything is gone down, and nobody has escaped this particular time, from the grip of this time. So that's what he's saying, like he is actually a little bit disappointed and a little bit unhappy because he's not understood the wisdom yet. So he's complaining that after all those things are seen in childhood, and in the youth age, people are getting hold into the grips of the desires, and especially the sexual desires and all that. And after all that, when I come to know that, oh, everything is there, but after that everything is not getting escape from this time. Time is destroying everything right now, and it has been destroying for hundreds and thousands of years and millions of years, and it's just going on and on and on, and people are still not been able to escape from this time. That's where I feel more frustrated. So this is the nature of the time, that nothing has escaped from this time. Everything has got into the grip of this time, and time has eaten everything. Time has swallowed everything in it. And now if you understood this, then he talks about the another time, which is referred as a krutanta. Krutanta is a Sanskrit word which means kruti and anta. Krut means kruti. Kruti means action, and anta means end. End of action. Now every action has got an end to it. And when the action ends, then that particular time in which the action ends, or that particular time in which that action is happening, is referring to that particular ending of the action is again destroying all the actions into it. Now, if you need to understand this, we discussed on the previous page the physical space, and the distance between the physical space is a time. Now, there is another space which is a psychological space, that your mind is thinking, your emotions are coming up, your emotions are going through something, and your intellect working on that level. All those things are happening on this psychological space. In the psychological space, a thought is coming up, which is the first action happening in our body mind complexity. Our body does the action, is a second reflection of the action. The action first happens on the level of the mind, and on the level of the mind, the action comes up, it holds there for some time. Either it gets to the level of the body, your body does that action and the action finishes, or sometimes it just finishes on the level of the mind. For example, you want to do something, you plan something, and it don't come on the level of the mind, it just ends on the level of the it won't come on the level of the body. It just ends on the level of the mind, on the planning only. So that action happens and that action ends is called the krutanta. So that is what is he's referred there as. And then he again talks about this time, where this krutanta holds even those who have faith in and faith whose faith is firm and that makes them restless. Krutanta, on account of this krutanta, everything in this world is constantly undergoing change and there is no permanency. So he's talking about the time of the actions. The actions are happening in that particular time, all the actions, and then he's referring to that. And then after that, in the last paragraph, he says, Holy One, this mysterious power that governs this creation destroys even the powerful demons. Mysterious powers means this particular time that is there, which is governs the whole creation, destroys the powerful demons, robs whatever has been considered to be eternal of its permanency, kills even the immortals. See, time, in the time space, if you see, nothing has remained. In the time span, everything has come and everything is gone. So he's referring to that, even the immortals, what we call, or even the people who are permanent, or the objects which are permanent, that is also destroyed by this time. So is there any hope for a simple folk like me? Then he's like, he's again into that very much disappointed state. And then he says, this mysterious being seems to dwell in all. Now, this mysterious being dwells in all. So what is the time in you? Have you ever thought about this? We are considering that we are born, we came into the existence, and we will die. So that particular lifespan is a time. Now in this lifespan, the moment you hold, this is my lifespan and this is me who is living this and this is me who is doing the actions, then this sentence will make sense. This mysterious being seems to dwell in all, and its individualized aspect is regarded as egotism. The moment you consider this time separate from the whole time that is going on, now, time is continuously flowing like a river. It's non-stoppable for millions of years ago, and millions of years later it will be keep flowing. In that millions of years of flowing of the time, if you take out 1970 to 2030, this is the time I was born and I existed on this planet. So that you are considering yourself separate from this is your egotism. That is what is your ego, because that separateness, you take it out, is that personal thing you are talking about yourself, is your ego, and there is nothing that is not destroyed by it. So this is also going to get destroyed, because of course one day we all are going to die. So that's what he's saying. No problem, you're considering it as your individual aspect, as a egotism, but this is also going to get destroyed in time, and the entire universe is under its control and it will alone prevails here. So time is the only factor which is continuously living on this planet. Everything that is seen to be as an material form, in objective form, or in the action form, like not material, like the mind, thoughts, emotions, everything, it is not in material form, but it is in the action form. That is all has come up, stayed for some time, done something, and gone and destroyed into this. So there is no hope for anyone. Then after that, he talks a little bit about the mind. Mind vainly seeks to find such happiness in the objects of the world, and only the happy who is free from the egotism and who has not spared from the cravings of the sense pleasure. But such person is extremely rare to find. I do not regard him a hero who is able to battle the successful against the mighty army, but only him I consider the hero who is able to cross the ocean known as mind and senses. So everybody is in the grip of the mind, and the one, according to Lord Rama, one is a hero who is not the one who is fighting with the biggest army in the world, but who is fighting and overcome and win his own mind and his own senses. So this is what is about the time and the mind. And the last sentence, many eons have come and gone, they are but the moments in time, and there is essentially no difference between the epoch and a moment. See, if you consider the entire time from the beginning of the earth or the end of the earth, this is one time. Now consider, this is the 100th time this earth is coming into existence. So if the like 15 billion years of creation is considered, and suppose this earth and this whole universe is going to get destroyed in another 5 or 10 billion years. So 25 billion years is the lifespan of this entire galaxy. Now suppose this is the 100th time this galaxy has come into existence. So 100 into 25 billion, so much time has already gone. It's continuously going. And in that there is a small section, like we are living 500, have 50, 60, 70, 80, 100 years. So it has got like means no meaning, means our existence has got no meanings. So in this time, whether it's a moment or whether it's an epoch, it doesn't make any difference to this time, because this time is continuously going for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of billions and trillions of years continuously. We don't even know. I'm just saying this could be the 100th time that this universe might have come into existence, this galaxy. But who knows? This could be the 1000th time. This could be the billionth time it could have come into existence. We do not know anything before the arrival of this earth, before the arrival of this solar system. We do not know anything. We're just guessing. But who knows? This could be like the 100th or 1000th solar system that is existing. So that's what he's referring, from the viewpoint of the gods, even the epoch is but a moment, and even so the whole earth is but the modification of the earth element. We call it as the earth and we are living here, but it is basically just the modification that has happened on the earth, over the period of time, whatever the time has gone. So that's all about the time and mind and egotism. He also talked a very lovely thing about the egotism before that, and it's very good. It's his viewpoint, and that is actually very, very wise, very strong, very clever, very understandable viewpoint, where he sees this delusion and where he sees these things happening in the world. And I'm pretty sure many of you will either refer to one of these or to the many of these. And if you can refer this, or if you can connect this with one or many of these in your life, then of course the knowledge, when it will unfold, when the Vasishtha will start talking, it will clear your doubts and your concepts as well. All right, so it is about 15th January, 16th January and 17th January. I just briefly talked about the time. So you read it again and then you will understand more. All right, but quite a few of you are doing a very good job and grilling yourself, discriminating everything that you have been hearing and asking all these ununderstood questions. So I'm very glad for that. All right, I will very soon send the summary of the entire 21 pages. Jai Gurudev.